Elvégben jó. Rendezvú Diana Byrne-nel Mendoza és gyanús, hogy csalejteket csinálnak belőle, hogy engem végre csaljanak a 47-es indüket.
Don't be long.
És ennek szólni, hogy kétszerinteni volt egy jó kereskedő.
You got my message?
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless
Hát
you
rajta
want to be
kapott a
seen.
kamera.
So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47.
Az
I'm
egyetlen
this close to becoming the next constant.
következő.
I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me.
Szintén feláldoztam
The
magát,
Herald,
hogy
Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be.
ezt nem tudja mire venni ezt az érintést.
Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times.
Mire
Come
imitálsz
find me
már?
when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Azt mondja, meg kell likvidálni Don Archimagét, illetve Tamara Vidalt, de nem élete meg Dianát. Nézzük, miket kell. Tamara Vidal most már változtatott hírszerűen. Illetve Don Yates. Kihívások. Itt az akásos fejbelövés. Egy shot, megmérgezni. Már csak, hogy patkán mérg, hogy azonnal asszisztálni a halálához. Hát ez a Hold My Hair, általában hogy a WC-be kell mindig belefolytani mérgezésükre. Ez az 5 kell teljesíteni, akkor kapom meg. Ez az zongora húra való folytás. Hemlock jegyzete. Szervír ezt Tamara Vidalnak, mérgez meg a bort, valami ilyen vagy bor. Don Archibald Yates. Mi ez, hogy plusz célpont ezen elé? Dominic Disturbance. Orátor. Azt mondja, Don Archibald Yates-et kell Benson MD2-es mikrofonnal elintézni. Spencer a másodját ceruza. Don Archibald Yates-et egy tollal elintézni. Get ready bunch. Ezúttal a sherder, az mi az aprítóval beletenni. kerti aprító. Tamara videót elektromosan sokkolni. Vagyis áramütést. Tamara videót, hogy beleköröd szőlőprésbe. Egyet cifrának. Módebra. Elemináld a célpontokat. Ugye ceröket Korde, érti. Tamara videót hipotermiás, mi is, hogy sokáig van a vízbe, akkor kihűl. Archibald Yates, hogy megmérkezett az 1925-ös Gerenpeledényét. Providence Herát helyért belé. Láncát, menekülés a csónakkal. Megnyitni a szellár ajtót a boros pincébe. Sniper puska, sniper, még valahol van itt kitéve. Vintage 1945-ös Grand Palais. Barlang Mendo, Elemened Mendozát a robótrendszerben. Grand Theft Auto. Menekülni kell már Mendoza Denyék autójával. Testmaker. Csak pincér helyébe lépni. Great Peak Szőlő. Borász, vagy nem tudom minek mondják, akik szőlőműcsirát csinálja. Annak a munkás Harvest Paratóxhez évszak. Valami szőlőt. Valami hátsó ajtót kell megnyitni. Egy utolsó tangó. Examen Mendoza, Diana Börvelde. 15 különböző átszát kell felvenni, hogy a kamerón meglegyen. Into Sense. Mendozát a szőlőmezőn likvidálni. 45 az, ami mekkora az összes térképen felfedezi mindent, egyelőre mi csak egy. Estate, borkereskedés, Kiadó Yates, a Malbec, a Carbon, 3 különböző bort gyújtják össze. Ezt a Scandals nem írja, azt ki kell találni. Hello Cowboy, a guacsó helyére be. The Famous Labrosa, Asando séf helyére beugrani. Ez is egy ajtó megnyitás a boros pincénél. Össze kell gyűjteni 7 külön Kiadó Yates kódot. Hiszpázni valami szőlőprés. Jöjj, valakit összenyom a szőlőprés. Grapes of... mi is az? A szőlő tühében. Azt mondja, hogy békés módon clustered. Szőlővel leütni az egyik kört, vagy mi? Mission Story a túra. Teljesen. Azt mondja, hozzáférni a biztonsági ajtókhoz, úgyhogy miért? Valami Golden vagy valami találkozó. Arányai fermentáció. Testeket mi a fermentáló tankba beletenni. Egy Mission Story, eljön a célpont szemével. Mission Story. Asandor. 10 lakáson kell, mit tudom. Second, mérgezd meg a célpontot. Gázzal. Dinnyefej. A célpontot fest meg görög dinnyével egy snipert így. Itt van túlégre, 3 különböző. Szóval borászmester, mit tudom, ez helyébe lépni, akkor valami, mit tudom, hozzáférni, mit tudom, van ventilátorrendszerhez, alagútba. Mr. i.BL. Tamara vidám egy privát szóra egy moziba. Teljesítsd az overtop missziót. 2 célponton. De még így, hogy harmadik különböző dolgok. Ezt teljesíteni, akkor megkapom klasszikus zongora húrt. Ezt akkor a klasszikus zártörés. Ez a klasszik pisztoly. Itt valami méreget. Klasszikus éremmel. Ilyen klasszikus robbanó kacsa. Klasszik ruha. Klasszikus, minden régi fa. Átos mestervész puska. Fekete bőrönt. 4000 tapasztalati pont. Ez is. Én van. Mondom, hogy jöttem, még ott nincs is valami fel. Ilyen rosszokban.
Looking good.
Huh?
Want security, they get security. Almost makes a guy. They don't trust us.
Biztonsági check. Nem tudom, merre vinni csak a kaktuszról. Valamelyik latin-amerikai térségben. Közép-Dél-Amerika.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
Na, itt is van egy report.
New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most
Ez itt a parkoló.
controversial companies
Valami egy táskát jelezni.
in the United States. Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s by Kenneth Morgan, Don Yates, and Theodore Cohn, the firm quickly amassed an impressive client roster, counting such corporate behemoths as Top Investment Bank, Milton Fitzpatrick, and Van Orton Tobacco. A reputation for ruthlessness and dirty tactics, no doubt originating with the notorious affluenza defense of murderous socialite Chelsea Whitmore, has long stuck to their name. But despite the persistent outrage of progressives, the firm has enjoyed a seemingly never-ending streak of successes and legal triumphs. This, however, may be changing. Just a few months ago, senior partner Ken Morgan passed away unexpectedly at the Hitman Hotel in
Ken Morgan nem
and
stöttük
now
a
another of the founding
bankokba.
partners, Don
Az első
Yates,
hétfő
in front of whose Argentinian vineyard I am currently standing, has announced his
Argentinában.
retirement from the firm. And so, the burning question in the upper echelons of corporate America is this. Has Morgan, Yates & Cohn finally run out of steam? I am Pam Kingsley, reporting live from Mendoza, Argentina, on GNN News.
Nice day. It's not happening. Now get out of my face, all right?
That's
Olyan nem mehet
right.
be.
You can't.
A parkoló, iszonyat tudom miért.
Stay here. Try not to piss any of the important muscle off. Pretty sure we'll be the ones who get justice if you do that. Pretty crowded. You know how it is.
Milyen kékkel jelölt Diana-t.
Aaron Ford Jr., I'm with the firm. Don Yates is expecting me.
Okay, checks out. But leave the paperwork with me.
Absolutely not. Mr. Yates asked me specifically to bring him these documents. You don't want to keep Mr. Yates waiting, do you?
What are you?
Szokásos
Some kind of
munkavás.
office worker?
I am a junior partner with Morgan, Yates, and Cousin, the most powerful law firm on the continent. Now enough of this foolishness. Let me through.
Okay, I'm just messing with you. Step right in, Junior.
Ez a junior partner. Aaron Ford Junior. Tehát ez az Angliába jöttük, mi itt még az elején volt a vénasszony. Annak valami.
Oh, I have to stop you there, sir. Hey, just do what you're told, all right?
Pick him up.
What you want me to say? Of course. That's difficult for an idiot, though. I know I shouldn't have, but I promise.
Nincs motoroló, hogy bemegy.
But baby, the child. Life is full of disappointments.
Instagram, de nem mondok semmit, hogy most nem mehetek.
Don't come around here again, okay?
Hát nem szóltál semmit, itt meg nem mehet ide. Ah. Valamit a kamerázni kell. Ott van csak előtt. Kiadó Yates, Mendoza, Argentin, a ház amerikai, bla 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 bla. Huerco, ebből kell 7 darabot összegyűjteni, ez volt az egyik. Nem annyi bejárat nekünk egy mit tudom mit.
Gracias, señor. Enjoy the party.
Hey, how are you?
I always suspected he was a middleman for Morgan Yates and Cole. Hello, my friend. There's plenty of my colleagues. Well, just how you got there. Look at how you're eating. Would you get one of the benefits? And weapons don't judge.
Mi a zenét meg lehet érkezni.
That's cold.
Do I know him?
Thank you. So, you must know everything that goes on at the event. Care to give me the lowdown?
Let's see. Most of the guests have already arrived. And let me tell you, it's like a Forbes 500 convention in there. Most are high-profile clients of Morgan, Yates, and Horn. But the Yateses are still no shows. Word is, they're still up at the house.
They haven't made an entrance yet. Curious. Any idea why?
Well, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but word is that Yates was in a great mood this morning, but that all changed when the letter arrived.
The letter?
Yeah, an honest-to-God letter delivered by courier. I mean, who has letters anymore? Anyway, it must have been bad news, because Senor Yates heard the plant off the balcony. Big heavy everyone do? It almost hit Isabel, one of the maids who had to go lie down.
Oh. Anything else?
The party is not the only thing happening at the estate. The winery is open for guests too. You should check it out if you're interested in winemaking. It's harvest season after all.
I might just do that. Thank you for your time, miss.
Right. Pleasant evening, senor.
Egy célpont ott, a másikat pont Dianával.
Thank God it's finally over. That extra security detail was driving my fight.
Hola. ¿Qué tal?
De mindig úgy is meg mérgez.
Fuck off?
Ez éppen beszélsz.
Ah, hi there.
We lucked out. Heralds say a handful of operatives were lost, but I figure they're downplayed. We've all seen the news. Lots of power players dropping like flies.
Nem tudom, melyik
As long
beszél.
as we don't know who everybody else is, it's hard to call their bullshit.
Excuse me, but it really freaks me out when people stand too close to me.
How did they recruit you?
I was approached by the old constant during my senior year, like my thesis on plutocracy. Got me a position with Chef Amour, then Morgan, Yates and Cohn, then Hampson Oil. I must have skipped 20 years of corporate climbing. Before I knew it, I was Secretary of State. And all I had to do was answer the occasional call, and do the occasional favor. Seemed a sweet deal.
My tech startup was caught up in a losing fight with one of the big five. I won't mention any names. Then a herald shows up. Says he represents a kind of corporate superstructure that is willing to acquire my startup and cover the cost of the lawsuit without asking a single share in return. What I would have to do. Well, you know the rest.
I'm reasonably sure I helped get Richard de Quincy elected, securing Providence access to the country's rhodium mines. But the heralds never reveal their grand scheme, do they? So there's no way to say for sure. Sometimes I find myself wanting to know what I've been accessory to over the years. Other times?
I hear you. Ignorance is bliss.
Bele is mászok. Ott, vízbe! Tánctér, meg minden mondja. Mentek, az biztos a szőleiszem. Isten, ezek valami nem borászat. El lehet tudszak lejteni a kuprából.
It's the damnedest thing to be sure, like a golden age detective novel. First, an old money aristocrat dies who just happens to control half the world's shipping houses. Then, on the night of her funeral, mind you, the younger sibling is murdered in his sleep, surrounded by his closest kin. And the motive? Well, this, as they say, is where the plot thickens. See?
Wait, don't spoil it. I'm waiting for the true crime podcast.
Oh, you won't have to wait long. We just secured the publishing rights. I got the author of the Jack Sparta novels to do an adaptation based on the testimony of the PI who cracked the case.
That was fast. I'd expect a prolonged bidding war.
As it turns out, the family is strapped for cash. The Carlyles have had a rough year.
És mondok valami. Nézhetem, hogy ilyen. Ezzel úgy látom, hogy sem egy kicsit tart. De vala. Összegessük a párakat, hogy nem látom.
Hello there. One moment. I think I've seen her somewhere before. Oh! I've got it. Didn't she used to be one of the pages? My God.
Nem felmértem.
Just don't get his fascination with this Burnwood woman. She is
Diana beszélünk.
perhaps even his equal.
So, all the more reason to keep her at arm's length.
That's not how he sees it. Burnwood is passionate. Passion can be directed. People who want to change the world are the easiest to corrupt.
I say it's a trick. He wants something from her. Probably that assassin of hers.
No, there's more to it. Burnwood went up against the Constant and lost. But she came too close for comfort, and now winning is not enough. He doesn't just need to beat her, he needs to convert her.
Sounds like an unhealthy fixation, if you ask me. She kidnapped him, for Christ's sakes. You sure it's not just a case of Stockholm Syndrome?
This is the Constant.
Azt mondod, látjátok
He's
szerencsét.
got Vidal watching Burnwood's every move. That girl has eyes in places I didn't even know existed.
That's something at least.
Most mondom, hogy valami volt valami túlszejtét. Akik túlszolejtettek, szinte ma lepacsisztak a elrablókkal. Azóta egy kis Stockholm szindrómra.
Constat board of directors decided to hire an outsider. Former chair of the applied science division.
A Kronstadt az a második évből a Májás pályán, az öreg. A versenyző lány az intézni.
Luckily for us, she went and wrapped her car around a tree. Brakes, apparently.
That is fortuitous.
Anyway, Kronstadt stays in the family, same as the other assets.
So the heralds keep telling us. By their account, those terrorists barely made a scratch.
You don't sound convinced.
How are we to tell when we don't know who's who? No, I don't believe the Constant had this situation under control. I even hear he was kidnapped.
He must have done something right. Wouldn't have been promoted to partner otherwise.
I suppose. Don't really care either way. Providence paved my way, and I'm grateful, but I paid my dues. If they were to disappear, the sun would still rise tomorrow, and I would still be governor.
Még fel lehet ülni a padlóra. Nem a lakellergiás. Levendulára. Még meg lehet piszkálni. Szabotán, csak hiányzik hozzá egy csavardó.
Fancy suits down there.
Really, I don't want to hear it. It's going to make me feel like a clown and keep me watch up here.
Csak hogy ki lehet nyitni. Csinálni zárlatot. Az egyik célpont itt van a közelben, aztán semmi dolog. Argentin, nem tudom, mit jelentőz. Szokás, mindent a lámpával szórakozik, csak egy csavart, micsoda kell az a villáskulcs, hogy nem francot mondják.
Oh, hey. Are you the guy from the website? Oh, no.
Mérgezés? Végbe szól, hogy kinek is hova van lehet. Nézzük. Ez egy Jane Doe.
I take it Edward told you to chaperone me. Any idea why?
You know
De
what?
belemeleket hallanak
Trust
valahol.
is earned. Until Edward is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you?
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable and along you came. The way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touché.
Diana Burnwood. Long time no see.
Forgive me, I can't quite place you, Mr.
Reaper. Tobias Reaper. We used to work for the same company. They went under.
Ah, yes. A shame what happened, but nothing lasts forever, I suppose. Oh, but where are my manners? This is my colleague, Tamara Vidal.
Miss Vidal?
What brings you to Argentina, Reaper? Are you one of Don Yates' clients?
Client? No. I'm more of a service provider.
Right. Well, it was lovely to see you again, Tobias. Now, if you'll excuse us, Tamara and I need to mingle.
Of course.
See you around.
Tobias, I'm sure you have somewhere to be.
Hogy eljátszom, mint nem is ismer, most ismert meg a formát. Még lehető volt. Mert itt túl nem itt be. Kintettük a tetejét, a ablakot. Szeretne volni majd. Ez kicsit. Az ott valakire ráesett azon, hogy virágcserét, vagy nem tudom.
It was the most charming little village. Almost made it onto the UNESCO World Heritage List. Must have been some rainfall.
Yes. Terrible, terrible shame. I blame climate change. Nothing we at the Mendoza local council could have done about it, of course. Man plans.
So you don't think the construction of a brand new dam right on the other side of the village might have had anything to do with the flooding? The dam that conveniently redirects the underground water flow to this very vineyard, bypassing the local ban on irrigation. The very same dam that was donated by a former benefactor, whose name is easily Yates in reverse.
Mr. Sete is an honest businessman, and Mr. Yates is a pillar of the community. He would never think to break the rules. A gentleman of the law. You should be ashamed of yourself, ma'am. Good dating.
Have a nice day.
What the fuck do you think you are? Ese just there, yeah.
Yeah.
Sup, yo?
Sorry.
Yes, señora, can't let you go through. Lo siento.
I need to search you if you want to pass.
I'm on it. Well, well, don't you look pleased? Something on your mind?
Oh, was just thinking about what the
Why are you here,
Didn't you know? I have tango fever.
The thing is, nobody held a gun to your head. Why did you take his offer?
It was time for a change.
I say, learning the truth about your partner.
Already.
Transport.
You see,
All our supplier intel.
I read your
Get them to
ICA
deliver
profile.
another 200
All those years, you never took a contract for money or glory, only to serve your personal brand of vigilante justice, targeting those who rise above the law, except for yourself, of course, but hey, everyone's a hypocrite. Still, makes you wonder.
I was wasting my potential. I did garbage duty for 30 years, and where did it get me?
You've certainly kept the world's coroners on their toes.
Edwards is right. Power never dies. It only changes hands. And his hands, well, I figure the world could do a lot worse.
You admire him.
I thought resisting power was noble. But revolution is a young person's game. It's easy to tear down, much harder to build. I figure I can be Edward's conscience. God knows I have the practice. Did I pass your test?
It was hardly the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's the best I could expect from a free-thinking radical.
Tobias, this is really not the best time to catch up.
Mikor meg tudnám érezni tehát.
¿Qué más, hombre?
Ezt kell felejteni.
Uh-huh. If I don't hear flames crackling,
Hiányzik oda egy bárki.
to the hotel.
Eltartott is senki magát egy ilyen nyitogatom.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, buddy.
Yeah, like he said.
János, hogy téged azért tettek oda, hogy már ki lett volna a forgatni. Térkép szélén vagyunk. És lefelem. Nem valahol lefele.
I'm more of a beer man myself, but if Yates wants to bring the heralds closer together and play that lot of law, that's actually fine. Edward's always
But he has good reason to be confident. He is Edward's closest legal advisor. Not even Thomas Cross or Eugene Cobb had a direct line of contact. I'd say Yates is at the top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnwood?
How do you think? She and her friends killed Yamazaki. Cassidy, probably Bronson. How is she fit to be a herald? But on the other hand, people defect all the time, and she's most certainly qualified.
True. The Constant knows what he's doing. Doesn't mean we have to like him.
Hey,
Manny Russo, Goldberg and Partners calling for Bureau St. Martin, please. Thank you. Mrs. St. Martin, just calling to check on those accounts we discussed.
Correct. Yeah, Panama, Dominica, and Costa Rica. And my instructions were followed to the letter? Splendid. I shall inform Mr. Yates. Your guess is as good as mine. Yates' mystery client is setting up a Kafka-esque labyrinth of staggering complexity. Shell companies and phantom accounts looping in on
Okay, well,
themselves
it's
like
now the
a
fact.
Mobius strip in a bad suit. I got a nosebleed just thinking
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Between you and me, I couldn't help but follow a few breadcrumbs, and here's the strangest part. The money all seems to flow from another older shell corporation called Providence. Yes, that terrorist transmission a few months ago. Now, the thing was controlled by three families. Very old money, the Carlyles of the Carlyle children, the Ingrams oil and steel tycoons, and the Stuyvesant real estate. Yes, I see you read obituaries too. That is when I decided to do as my mentor taught me, cash my check, and mind my own goddamn business. Words to live by, yes? Well, same here.
Ott van valamit le kéne.
Oh, it's her, all right.
A kamerával elnézést. Na, megbeszéljük is, nem megy. Nem érem, megbolondult a játéka. Kék ruhában lévő két nyílnyíszó, a taján átjárjuk, a másik nem, csak
Calls for a
piros.
Cabernet.
Don't let me stop you.
Looking good today, sir.
Egy sör vagy. Magutok mindegyik itt.
Nothing quite spoils a party like inexplicably lovely dead. A couple of old money scions, Ingram and something Dutch sounding. I bet Sheikh Al-Ghazali was the real target. Everyone knows the family funds terrorism. Did you see any of it happen?
No, they were discreet about it. I caught a glimpse of a body bag, but that's about it. It was only when someone realized that the elevators had stopped working that the word caught on. Imagine all those socialites descending 200 flights of stairs on foot.
Guess all those personal trainers finally paid off.
Na, járunk különböző kamerét, szóval.
Hey, good to see you.
Mináló egy scalping. Ezt nem tudom zsebre vágni. Ja, fel van. Nyilag meg ez egy másik. Akkor itt.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
Mission story. A túra. Valakinek nagyon feltűnő vagyok.
Mr. Yates. Yeah.
Wait up, who are you? Do I know you? We need to keep an eye on this dude. He's shady as hell.
Te vagy Corvo.
Fed up. That's enough. I've had
Gyere, akkor menjünk Ohio-ra, senki se láthatni. Keresek a dolog, gyere akkor. Na jó, elvetettél. Én meg van nézni, ennyi az blokkerot tudasztolnám.
Mr. Yates. Yeah. You mind telling me what I'm... Okay. Yeah, I can do the next thing. In fact, a couple of spots come to mind. On the tour after.
Hello, sir.
On standby. So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss. Broad daylight, workers around. Pissing on your parade. But if I'm going to be one of these heralds of yours, you need to start letting me in on a few things. Okay. So who's this fool guy? Take it. No problem. I just never framed an urban legend before. Very post-truth. Yeah, I like it.
Az egy mindig feltűném most a gondolnának ki a forgalomból.
Who are you, man? Do I know you?
Gyere, utána, gyere! Gyere! Gyere, gyere, menjünk ott, ahol kevesen vannak.
Should future Federation ever get into office and trigger a regional surge to the right. But the party lost momentum for Fidel's.
Man, you're not getting away with this. I'm getting help. Excuse me. Excuse me. You should be doing your job. You might be excited, but calm down.
Shit.
Dígame, ¿qué pasa, son?
That's like it. Csücsika van.
You're making a big mistake.
Egyet már fel kell. El akartam csalni a helyre, ahol kevésbé látnak bennünket. Mondom, hogy csemmel kivonjam, de megint egy utánam szaladgál, inkább szólt az érőm neki.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand
Azt hittem az öreg beszél, onnan akkor
See to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. It makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate.
One Colt 1000 mi? Biztonságiak vezető.
Mr. Yates. Yeah, I got you, miss. You mind telling me what I'm... Okay. Yeah, I can do that, Stu. In fact, a couple of spots come to mind. On the tour or after. Stand by. So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss? Broad daylight, workers around, who exactly? Right. Now, right. But if I'm gonna be one of these herald types, you need to start letting me in on a few things. So who's this for, right? No problem. I just never framed an urban legend before. Very post-true. Yeah, I like it.
Baráti vállát, menjünk arrébb.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served.
Mennyire látnom az. Csak eltüntetjük, mert ez még nem jó. Na várjál meg. Az raukázók nem fog erre jönni. Az intégot el kell tüntetni. Beszélj a receptet Janosra. Mivel hogy állunk? 4. Tetted még valamit. Szinte lejjebb van.
Okay.
Hey, please look and see what they got.
Aha.
Oh, hi there.
Hey, slow down, my friend.
Miért van meg 3 különböző bokk. Meg a sammányom. Ez mamma. És még egy fegyvernek használható.
Oh, hey.
And welcome to the Yates Winery. How may I help?
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way.
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
Csatlakozna. Adesso giro le concretamente. Fermentációs átrium.
How are you, sir?
Én még karakterúrát nem tesz. Van szerepeltek. Yeah, the two special patio. Bent vannak, de hogy mi volt a régi lépcső.
State-of-the-art winemaking facility, who are carefully managed, hand-picked with loving care by local experts, who have only one purpose: the best wines in Argentina and beyond.
Engem váltatok.
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black? I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes, yes it was.
Infiltrátor az örvényvezérő.
And how are you today, sir?
Hey, yo, what's up?
You better not come back.
Oh, that's over. I've got him messaging at the dog on his phone, taking his name off and all that stuff. He said it was
Majd a képek nem vinnyog. Most hogy fazomból tegyem be oda?
Don't hold your breath.
Vidal is a
Nem állt a kis tikába, de...
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground, and returning here to pick up the mantle of my ancestors seems
What? What is he now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge.
Vagy lenne, egy kéne megválni, míg kijön.
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
Munkásra kell egy cseré. Most már késik. Szóval... Ebből csak kiszúratra.
Now.
Nem mit tudom én, kést. Keresünk egy szőlővállót. Ez a szőlő, mit tudom, micsoda. Megismer. Zöld terület a kamion, a piros a málberek, a másik meg a mit tudom, melyik harmadik fajta szőlő. 3 főtöt a málberekről. Na várj.
Ay, este hombre sí no tiene la menor idea de lo que está hablando. Para hacer la bandeja no se hace así. ¿De dónde sacó que se...?
Feladat. Nem a munkások megismernek. Pirosan. Világít, hogy melyiket kell válni.
This doesn't feel good. I feel like a boom right now. What's going on with me? God, my ears.
Your hands don't bend just like they're made of rubber.
Don't be so dramatic. What should I do now? I should just go work and tell them I'm not gonna go.
So mit szerető?
Uy, pero me mataría la mujer. Pero yo no voy a trabajar. No, I'm gonna have to go to work. Jesus, what am I gonna do?
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Bring him here.
Not worth worrying when people like that think of you. Because they don't think of you at all.
Now, let's see. Lovely inky black color. Good size. Large and firm. Seeds brown. Excellent. And finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust.
Édes, meg mit tudom én.
Floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a third to conduct.
Will do.
Most meg vele kell helyet cserélni. Nem. Vagy most cseréljem vissza az átszát. Gyorsan.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground, and the story here to pick up the mantle of our ancestors.
Ah, my fellow wine lovers. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes.
Valami kérdésük?
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, a trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
Hey.
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. These big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black?
Yeah,
You look like you have something on your mind.
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
Most nem megyünk a tetejére.
I got all I need.
Excelente. Let's continue to the barrel room, if you'll follow me.
Korábban
enjoying yourself, Mr. Black?
Oh, it's all very inspiring.
Winemaking is a grampus. Sure. Everyone talks about craft beer these days. You can make a decent IPA in your pantry. It is. Oh, this, my friends, this is true grandeur. And so we arrive to our final stop. The barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Senor Yates now. I shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates. Pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as constable. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief.
Most még nekem követni kell. Nem tudom, ki van a forgalommal, figyelj.
Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Ava Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine. What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up,
Második világháborútól sér.
Sir, this is a restricted area. Hey, mister! You're being told politely, so come on.
Sir, you can't be here. Yeah.
Mivel én nem mehetek oda? Van az üveg mögött a kis borítkaság. Vagy az a másik oldal? Vagy arra gondolok? Itt is, meg ott is mutat valamiért a kamerám. A másik oldalról működik. Szoba.
The control terminal is up in the security room. Take a look. Just don't touch it. One of the guards placed a smoke BLT sandwich near the ventilation. The whole facility is not open for a week, and Mrs. Yates is a vegan. He does not work here.
Thanks.
A ventilátorokat kapcsolják ki. Mérgezés. A fájlban akkor nem jutok készül.
No one ever teach you any manners.
Hát eljöttél nekem. Amint például azt éreztünk, hogy befejezünk. Nyilván a felmásztatom. Forrottunk, lejt rá.
Might want to keep an eye on the pump.
Why is that?
Because last time the damn thing malfunctioned, the fermentation tank spilled. I guess we had to pitch in with a mop and broom. Yeah, we weren't doing much anyway, apparently.
Huh. Sounds pretty, over the top. Get it? Over the top.
I did get it, yes. Great stuff.
Valami más. Pont valami ott ez a el lehet törni. Fentem van valami.
Not just a hunt line. We're talking deep. The whole place looked like a horror flick. Of course, Gates came down and told them all solid charge of attacks and you like.
You'd think there was some kind of fail-safe mechanism or early warning system in place.
Yeah, you would, but you'd be wrong. If the pumps malfunction, the tanks overflow. That pretty much sums it up. So, pay attention to that pump flow. Unless you're in the market for an extra orifice.
Lightning never strikes twice. We'll be fine.
These fermentation tanks are accident-prone. If the pump malfunctions, the tanks overflow. This has happened before, provoking an appearance from Don Yates. It's likely to happen again.
Következő személyre a munkást.
Hey, did you double check the pump seal I asked you to?
Time. Yes.
And?
His brother went up your way. I brought you. Don't you think I would have flagged it if anything was wrong? It's a seal. He's doing what he does best. Sealing. Hey, Jesus mío, what do you want from me?
You know, I'm gonna cut you some slack because of the baby, but you might want to work on that attitude.
I'm sorry. It's just...
Yeah. We've all been there.
Nem, most nem, hogy cseréljek be. Akkor a tömegbe volt.
Why's that? Last time we had it's what
Sounds pretty, over the top.
Lecsának el, nem tud gondolni. Én nem jelenk, nem tudom. Várjál. Elcsaljuk valóba. Akkor ide jönni. Bármilyen beálltak. Ha középen kapunk, akkor meg előlátni.
Hola.
Hát akkor altatás lesz. Nem tudom, hogy itt nem fognak mondani, hogy ide látni. Én most fejbe fúromok. Ezek a tovább jönnek a munkát, faját is. Si hova faszomba dugd meg a villát? Van erre van papír is. Mert hát emelhetünk oda. Hát itt automatizálja. Kell tisztán a retinós vezeték. Ismerés. Talán kell Baráti. Ebben ott írja félre. Mögötte.
Wonder what that was.
Allora per vedere Baráti. Quanto va la paura? Andiamo qui.
Okay? I was like, oh no, you're dead, but you're not. Oh, tango.
No.
Everybody's going on. Have a security screen. Hey, get out of all right? Talk to me. Okay. I'm the naked blue.
Please step aside. I'll handle that.
Már nem elérhető sztori. Ami mit tudom, hogy kell az.
Ah, shit.
Sommeliével kell helyet majd a borkóstolóba. Hogy ajánlom mindjárt a sommeliét.